Hello everybody, welcome to our next installment, our latest installment of our chair yoga, Buster Yoga, chair yoga here for you. I will be posting this every Tuesday at 10 o'clock a.m. Central Standard Time on my Buster Yoga Facebook page. And it will also be available via YouTube. I'll send you a special link if you'd like a special link. Just let me know. But otherwise it'll be on Facebook Live for you all. So today I want to start with just settling back in your chair. And for those of you who are joining us for the first time, I usually like a chair that doesn't have any armrests, and usually one with a back. But use whatever chair you have. We'll start with just settling back in our chair and letting our feet rest on the ground. If sitting back in the chair and the feet on the ground doesn't work for your body shape, sometimes having some kind of pillow underneath your feet so you really can make sure that you're feeling some connection and some grounding with the feet on the ground. So I'm going to use this pillow. You can use a sofa cushion or a bed pillow. I actually have a yoga bolster. So if you have any of those at home, I recommend putting it underneath your feet just for this first part. We're going to start with a mudra. So a mudra is a little bit more of a nuanced yoga practice. It allows us to center ourselves, focus on our breathing, and really tune into the sensations in our body. I really love using mudras because if I don't feel like moving a lot, or I'm really sore, or just don't feel like it, this is a way I can do my yoga practice without a lot of physical effort. And it's a great way to center at the beginning of class. So this particular mudra is called Hakini Mudra. It's a type of Hasta Mudra. Hasta means hand, so it's a hand gesture, is another term for that. So I'm going to sit back in my chair so I can just relax my shoulders and kind of relax my belly a little bit. I'm going to start with bringing my pinky fingers, and we're going to kind of create like an open cupping shape with our hands. The palms will face each other. And very gently just let the finger pads of the pinky fingers touch each other. So this Hakini Mudra allows us to integrate with the elements, with the different energy sections in our bodies. You can think of mudras as also having some roots in reflexology. So kind of accessing some of those channels. I like to think of as closing a circuit. So this first, the pinky fingers touching each other, that is kind of with our grounded feeling in our body. Sometimes feelings in our feet. So really feeling our feet on the ground or on our pillow. And allowing some attention to go into your legs and ankles. Just feeling some grounding there. And then moving over to our ring fingers, letting the tips of the ring fingers touch. Now we're getting into a little bit of a water element. So kind of all of the water elements of your body, your blood, your lymphatic fluids. Also the area around your pelvis. So really feeling that connection of your pelvis in the chair. So really tuning into that. You're not really mashing the hands together. You're just kind of feeling. I like to have that sense of feeling for a pulse. So if you can kind of bring your attention to the pads of the fingers, the tips of the fingers, and really feeling for that pulse. The next one will be the middle fingers. And that is our fire element. So everything that kind of gets us going, our metabolism, our energy. It's also associated with our bellies, so the digestive process. So bringing attention to your belly and really feeling for that pulse point where your fingers are touching. Again, it's very subtle. And then bringing the index fingers together to touch. This is coming into our air element. And so thinking of our oxygen, our breath, body part associated with this is our chest. So, thinking of our heart center, our breath, our lungs, feeling that expansion of the rib cage as we also sense the heartbeat in between our fingertips, our pulse. And then bringing the tips of the thumbs together. This will be more into our throat, so thinking about how we communicate with the world, kind of that ether element. But also bringing attention into the jaw, any tension that may be there, the mouth, the tongue, the face, the neck, shoulders, that part of the body. And so finally, we want to bring everything together in Hakini Mudra. So bringing the tips of all the fingers to touch, making this sphere shape here. And then allow it to rest gently in your lap. Allow your shoulders to relax. If you feel comfortable doing so, close your eyes and just tune into the energy where your fingers are touching each other. So thinking of that as closing the circuits and allowing your attention to fully integrate with your body, integrating the mind and the body with this centering exercise. So take about 3 deep breaths. I like to breathe in and out through the nose. Good. And then release your mudra and just kind of wiggle the fingers a little bit, rotate the wrists, kind of shake out, release that energy. So we're going to start first with clasping our hands in front of our chests. And then we're going to interlock the fingers and start to press the palms forward, lengthening through our arms. And you can kind of be in a diagonal line here. Maybe the elbows don't straighten all the way. Just do your best kind of stretching through the hands and then gently coming back into a fist in front of your belly. Take a deep breath here. On your exhale, push that fist straight forward. Straightening your arms, and then inhale, open your palms towards your belly, almost like you're pushing that back to the belly. Good. Let's do a couple more. So exhale, press the fist forward. Inhale, open the hands, keep the hands clasped, and bring the palms back to the body. Good, 3 more times. Exhale, press the fist forward. And you can still be on a diagonal line a little bit. Inhale, bring the palms back towards the body. Exhale, press the fists forward. Inhale, open the fist. Bring the palms back to the body. And last one, exhale, press the fist forward. And inhale, bring the palms back to the body. Good. Let's try that again. And if you'd like, you can bring your angle up a little bit. So the first time we were kind of in a diagonal line down. And if you wish on the second round to bring that up a little bit, feel free. So first we're going to start, and let's clasp our hands in the opposite way. So kind of reclasp your hands so that the opposite fingers on top is going to feel very strange, but that's part of the practice, right? So either diagonal line down or straight forward, we're going to press the hands forward, stretching through our fingers, lengthening through the arms, and then bringing them back to our bodies, making a fist. Inhale here. Exhale, press the fist forward. Inhale, open the fist, bring the palms back to the body. Exhale, press the fist forward. Inhale, bring the hands back to the body. And exhale, press the fist forward. And inhale, bring the hands back to the body. Good. So find a comfortable interlocked position. Now you might want to go back to the first one you chose. And then kind of really clasping here as we try to pull our arms apart. You're going to get a stretch in the upper back, the shoulders a little bit. Don't pull too hard here, but just enough that you start to feel engagement in the shoulder joints. It's kind of an isometric stretch here. Keep breathing here. Good. And change, release, and just bring your arms out. And we can bring them down to the side. Good. So we'll do a couple some breath work here with moving the body with the breath, just to really get that integration between body and breath. So on our inhale, we're going to bring our arms out, kind of a nice long vertical, diagonal line down with the palms facing forward. Let's take an inhale here. Exhale, grab opposite knees with your hands. And if your hands don't quite touch, just bring them as close to the knees as possible. Good. Inhale back. Exhale, opposite hand on opposite knee, and let's have the opposite arm go on top. And we'll just keep switching. So inhale out. Exhale, opposite knees. Inhale out. Exhale, opposite knees. Good. Let's do 2 more rounds. Inhale out. Exhale, opposite knees. Inhale out. And exhale, opposite knees. Good. So this time we're going to bring our arms out, kind of like a cactus shape. And you can choose your own adventure. This is a choose your own adventure time. So either kind of like this W shape or coming up into a cactus shape like this. And if your shoulders start to get tired, just know that you can change your mind and come back to a W shape at any time. So we're going to inhale, bring our arms out, just kind of opening the chest a little bit. And then the same idea, exhale, crossing opposite, bringing our hands to opposite knees. So inhale out into whatever cactus shape you choose, and exhale, opposite knee. And try to get that opposite hand on top. So we're switching. Inhale out and exhale, opposite knee. Inhale out. Exhale, opposite knee. I'm going to show the next 2 rounds in the higher cactus shape. Inhale out. Exhale, crossing to opposite knee. Inhale out. Exhale, crossing to opposite knee. 1 more round. Inhale out. Exhale, crossing to opposite knee. And then inhaling out. Exhale, cross to opposite knee. Good job. All right, so uncross your arms and just let your arms hang down by your side. Just really allow them to release down. Good. And then on your next inhale, lift those shoulders. So creating a little compression in the neck here. And then on your exhale, lower the shoulders down. Good. Inhale, lift the shoulders. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Kind of like, I don't know. Shrugging, I don't know. And then exhaling down. Good. And let's start to roll the shoulders one at a time. Back. Back and down. So really finding the full circle. Up, back, down and forward. Up, back, down and forward. Let's do them both at the same time. Up, back, down and forward. Up, back, down and forward. And then opposite way. Back, up, forward and down. Back, up, forward and down. Back, up, forward and down. 1 more time. Back, up, forward and down. Good. Getting into a little bit of a neck stretch. Let's start with just letting the ear, actually let's look first in one direction and then the other. And if it feels good for you, you can hold on to the side of your chair or just let your arms kind of stretch down to the sides. And then I like to kind of give you a little challenge here, maybe close your eyes. And so it's not about how far we can turn the neck. And sometimes closing the eyes allows us to just get into deeper connection with our bodies so that we're not trying to perform and we're trying to just see where our range of motion is at this moment. Good. And then coming back to center. Let's let our chin go as far to the left shoulder as possible. And you don't have to try and get to that full range of motion, but just where it feels comfortable with the shoulders relaxed. And then from here, bring the chin towards the chest and lifting the chin up. Exhale, chin down. Inhale, chin up. Exhale, chin down. Inhale, chin up. One more. Exhale, chin down. And inhale, chin up. Come back to center. Let your chin fall towards your chest, rolling your chin, your head to the other side. And so just looking now to your right. Again, not as far as you can go, just finding where naturally that's the extent of how far you want to turn your neck. And from here, we'll inhale, lift the chin. Exhale, lower the chin. Inhale, lift the chin. Exhale, lower the chin. Notice if your shoulders want to help, try to keep them relaxed. Just isolating the neck muscles here. One more time, inhale, lift the chin. Exhale, lower the chin. Now let's draw a U shape from one shoulder to the other, almost like a pendulum swinging from right to left. So when we do our neck rolls, we want to avoid going back. So this is really great. You're going to really stretch out your muscles in the back of the neck and then the upper back. And then finally allowing your chin to come back to the center of your chest and then rolling up your head one vertebra at a time. Good job. All right, and just kind of let your head kind of bobble a little bit. Just kind of notice just where it wants to go. Just very gently. Keep breathing. Don't hold your breath. All right. So this next posture is designed to really help with carpal tunnel syndrome. So if you've ever experienced carpal tunnel syndrome or radial tunnel syndrome or any kind of brachial pain in the arm, sometimes a lot of it, even though we feel it normally in the wrist, it can stem or can originate from the neck. So a lot of these postures, or this next posture, will really help alleviate some of that pain and stretch those muscles that are sometimes associated. So I'm going to kick my bolster away, my pillow away, and come to the front edge of my chair. You can hold on to the side of your chair if you wish. And actually bringing one hand maybe towards the back seat, kind of where the seat meets the back of the chair, or you can even bring your hand behind you if that feels good. And know that you can change it anytime. If you try this at first and then that just does not feel good for your shoulder, you can hold on to the side of the chair. Good. So we're going to let our eyes travel to the left and then bringing our chin down. Good. And then on our inhale, we're going to lift the right shoulder as we lift our chin. And exhale, bring the chin down and lower the shoulder. Inhale, lift the chin and lift the shoulder. Look up. Exhale, lower the shoulder and lower the chin. So it's opposite here. Inhale, lift chin and lift shoulder. Exhale, lower shoulder, lower chin. One more time. Inhale, lift shoulder, lift chin. Exhale, lower shoulder, lower chin. Good. And then releasing this arm from behind you, draw your pendulum all the way to the other side. And then now let's bring the right hand either behind your low back or holding on to the lower back of the chair. We're going to let this other arm kind of rest here. On our exhale, we're going to draw our chin down to the chest, lower the shoulder. Inhale, lift the chin and lift the left shoulder. Exhale, lower the chin, lower the left shoulder. Inhale, lift the chin, lift the left shoulder. Two more times. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. And inhale, lift. Good. And then release everything down. Release this arm from behind you. Draw your chin back towards your chest and roll your head up one vertebra at a time. Good. If you want to shake out your arms a little bit. Good. So we're going to take one hand to the opposite shoulder and we're going to trace our chin from the fingertips all the way down to the elbow. Same thing, either holding on, kind of bringing your hand behind your low back. I have my palm facing out, or holding on to the chair where the seat meets the back of the chair. And so we're going to take our chin on a diagonal line. It may feel a little jumpy at first. It's really interesting. Our heads are not they usually don't go in diagonal ways. So it's a practice, so just be gentle with yourself. So starting with the chin close to the fingers, and then in a diagonal line, letting that chin travel down towards your elbow. And it's kind of my eyes too, so I'm bringing my eyes up towards my fingers, and then eyes down towards the elbow. Couple more times. It may feel a little jumpy at first, so again, just practicing. Mine certainly is. It's funny. We just really don't have this motion in our lives very frequently. Let's do one more for good luck. Looking up towards the fingers and then down towards the elbow. Good, and then gently release this arm, release the other arm. Just kind of shake out the arms a little bit. In fact, we can do a little wave like this. I feel like I'm there, the Queen of England. Hello, hello, royal subjects. Or maybe like night and day in sign language. All right, let's do the other side. So I'm going to now bring my left arm behind me, or holding on to the back of the chair. I'm going to take my right hand to my left shoulder. And same thing here, we're going to start up towards the fingers, and then bringing our attention, our chin, our eyes down to the elbow. And then inhaling up towards the fingers, exhaling down. And just notice first if you're holding your breath. Try not to hold your breath. In fact, inhaling when you go up and exhaling when you go down. Also just notice kind of, how the body wants to do this diagonal line. It's interesting, huh? If we're not used to doing it, it takes all of the neurons are firing like, what are we doing here? We've never done this before. So let's do two more, just like that. Inhaling up, diagonal line, exhaling down to the elbow. Inhaling up, diagonal line, exhaling down to the elbow. Good. And then release this arm from behind you, release the hand from the shoulder. Let's do our little wave, our night and day, and our Queen of England, hello, hello royal subjects. All right, so let's bring our hands to the back part of our chair. We're gonna scooch forward a little bit more to the edge of our chair and then just leaning forward a little bit. Make sure that your feet are planted on the ground so that you don't fall off your chair. Try to keep your spine straight. Stretching through the shoulders, stretching through the arms. 3 deep breaths in this stretch. Good. On your next inhale, come back upright and release the back of your chair. All right, so let's bring our arms behind our heads. And then scooch to the back part of our chair. We're going to kind of lean back and then just open up, lifting our chin up to the ceiling, just as best you can. Inhale here, exhale, come back upright. Inhale, lift the chin, pull those elbows out. Exhale, coming forward. Inhale, lifting the chin, and exhale, looking forward. If you want to try something different, maybe you just bring one hand behind your head and then stretching the other arm up. Let's do that again. Inhale, lifting the chin, exhale, forward. Inhale, lifting the chin, exhale, forward. Let's change out our hands. So supporting your head with one hand and stretching the opposite arm up. Inhale, lift the chin. Exhale, forward. Inhale, lift the chin. And exhale, forward. Good. Let's bring our hands back down to our lap. And let's scooch to the front edge of our chair. So doing some spinal work now. Cat and cow poses. So on our inhale, we pull our shoulder blades together. We take our pelvis forward a little bit. We lift our chin and push our heart forward. This is cow pose. On our exhale, we round our shoulders, chin to chest, rounding our spine and letting that pelvis kind of roll back. Good. Inhale into cow. And exhale into cat. Make sure your feet are firmly on the ground. If they're not, consider having a pillow or a bolster underneath them. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Let's do 2 more. Inhale, cow. And exhale, cat. Last one. Inhale, cow. And exhale, cat. And then coming back upright. All right, so getting into our legs and feet a little bit, keeping your knees bent. Hold on to the sides of your chair if that feels good for you. Otherwise, you can let your hands rest on your lap or stretching your fingertips out. I'm gonna hold on to the side of my chair. I'll extend the left leg here. And so from here, you may not really be able to see me. I think I'm a little cut off, but we're going to extend, we're gonna flex and point that foot. So that extended leg will point and flex the foot. Kind of noticing what's going on with the leg here. I like to look down and kind of see how the muscles expand and contract when I do this. And then let's roll the ankle, first in one direction, and then the other. And then let's bring that knee back. And now this time extending the right leg. Nice long spine, pointing and flexing that foot. If you want to integrate your breath with this, which I highly recommend, exhale as you point and inhale as you flex. It becomes very meditative when you do that, which is a great way to relieve anxiety and stress. I know we all have a lot of that right now. Let's go ahead and rotate the ankle. First in one direction, and then the other. Good. And then bring that knee back. All right, so we'll do our little thread the needle or pigeon pose. A couple options for you here. You can either cross the left ankle in front of the right and kind of have this knee out, the left knee kind of pointing out a little bit, or for a little bit of a more sensation, you can bring that left ankle on top of the right knee. Whatever you're feeling today is the right choice. And we'll start with just letting the knee, I'll show you with the ankle first, the knee out on the inhale, and exhale, bring the knee back to center. Inhale out, and exhale, knee in. Inhale out, and exhale in. Keep doing that. I'll show the option with the knee, with the ankle on the knee, as I inhale out and then exhale in. Inhale out, exhale in. Inhale out and exhale in. Wherever you are, keep the knee in, and I'll show first here with the knee in. I'm going to just draw that knee a little bit closer to my chest, getting a little hip compression. If the ankle is by the knee, maybe you just lift the knee a little bit, clasping it this way. Good, and whatever you choose, just let that knee come back out, and then gently come back to just your seated position. We'll call this home base. So starting from home base, let's go to the other side. So right ankle over the left knee, or right ankle over the left knee or ankle. And so doing our breathing exercise, so inhale out and exhale in. Inhale out, almost like a bellows, right? You can imagine that this is a bellows. Exhaling out. Inhale And then exhale, bring the knee in. I'll show you here with the ankle on the knee. Exhaling and inhaling. They're very different sensations. So if you want to try both, it's sometimes really fun. One's not better than the other. You're just going to get a different range of motion, a different part of the body is being affected here. Good. And then let's stay with the knee close to the chest. If your leg is like mine right now, we draw that knee in towards the chest a little bit. If it's down here over the ankle, we just lift that knee a little bit. That's just as far as you can. It doesn't have to be huge gesture. Just getting a little bit into that hip joint there. Okay. And then gently coming back to home base. All right, let's extend that left leg forward. Hold on to the sides of our chair and start to lean forward a little bit. Almost like we're reaching our heart towards our toes. Take 3 deep breaths here. We're getting a little bit into a hamstring and calf stretch. And then let's tilt back, come back to home base. Extend the right leg out. Inhale. On the exhale, leaning forward. Keep breathing here. 3 deep breaths. And on your next inhale, come back to your home base. Our final posture will be our twisting posture. So starting in home base, or if you prefer, you can cross one leg on top of the other. I'll show you with the legs crossed first. So we're going to I have my left leg crossed over my right. I'm going to take my right hand and just place it on the outside of the knee. You can also hold on to the knee if you wish. With my left hand, I'm just either bringing it behind my back or just to the side of the chair, or kind of where the seat of the chair meets the back of the chair. And with every inhale, I grow a little taller. With every exhale, I relax a little bit more into the twist. If you're from the home base position, same thing. It looks a little bit like this. So from your twisting position, I invite you to bring your chin now over the right shoulder. So it's a little different than how we usually twist. But really keep your spine nice and long. And then let's release, coming back to home base. Let's inhale the arms up and exhale the arms down by the side. Good, let's come to the twist on the other side. So if you're cross-legged, the right leg is over the left. I'm going to take our left hand either onto the knee or to the outside of the knee. Sometimes people like to have their palms facing right so that the back of the hand is against the body. The right hand will go to the back of the chair. With every inhale, we get a little taller. Exhale, just relax into the twist a little bit more. And again, if you're doing it from